every road trip I ever took with Luis Angel, I would return home. My shoulders would be so sore because, you know, Luis, hey man, you know, he's doing this. And so I was always wounded when I returned. But it was always a beautiful road trip. And speaking of road trips, do we have somebody from New Rez? Is that going to be Rob? Is he still with us? Oh, there he is.
Thank you. Rob, they call me Wheels. I'm president of the Rez Riders. Luis was not only an incredible man, a good brother, good father, he was a huge mentor in the Rez Rider community. You know, the day we met, he told me that him and Chicano could set me straight if I didn't want to listen. They could use a pen or a pencil. They could take me down and put me in my place. And I was like, what? It was, we have martial artists, we're martial artists, we have black belt, me and Chicano. And I'm looking at these two guys and I'm like, do I believe them or do I test them? You know? And our other president at the time, and Apache Scout, don't mess with them, don't mess with them, they'll put you in your place. And I was an associate, so I was my first meeting. And he kept saying to me, there's something special about you. And I was like, okay, you know. And I go, well, my wife is here and she's pregnant, so he goes, that's special too, but there's really something special about you. I said, okay. And he goes, well, probably after this meeting. And then we were at Camp Verde, and he said, I'm gonna show you after this meeting how special you are. And I'm like, really? He's gonna take me down and kick my butt right here in front of everybody? I'm trying to find out if I want to become a Rez Rider or just get beat up, right? So we walk outside, we start gathering to leave, and he goes, come here, I want to know how, I'm going to show you how special you are. And I go, all right. He opened the door, and he had this bag of coffee. He goes, smell this. It's Azteca coffee. I want you to buy this. Then you'll be special in my book. And I was looking at everybody like, oh, okay, I got to buy coffee to be part of this club. And he kept talking about coffee, and ate down at a restaurant down the street. But you know, that was just one of the stories that he said to me. There's something about you and your wife and what you guys are going to be bringing to this club. You know, there's a lot of people that come and go, but the passion that you have of being in the club, especially the Rez Riders, you'll be here for a long time. People will know you everywhere. And you know, just listening, I didn't realize how much he really affected every part of the West Coast and Southwest. And it is true, you know, he tells me the stories and I listen. Everybody knows when you start talking to Luika, it's not 10 minutes, it's about an hour to 10 minutes, even more. Because his heart is so full, pouring out to you, telling you what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it. You know, you have to grasp it. And he makes you, like, you know, just grab you. And like everybody said, I got that hit too. You know, and I was like, whoa, okay. You know, now I thought I was the only one, but a lot of people had the same experience. With all the things that he's put into not only the Rez Riders, but the Black Berets and the community, his inspiration is heartfelt. You know, just doing today's ceremony for him, for us as the indigenous people, it meant a lot, and it's still going to mean a lot, hearing the messaging and understanding why you're here, because your purpose is for your people. It doesn't matter the color, it doesn't matter the sex. You see somebody that's down, you're going to have to help them up. Use your mind, Wheels. Always use your mind. And I think that's what he wanted us to know. Everybody has a mind of their own, but your community and your people, sometimes they don't listen, and you're that voice. And his voice is in your voice to keep pushing and keep contributing. He goes, we work so hard as the Black Berets, now we're working so hard for our brothers, our indigenous people. So we'll bring both sides together and then make us even stronger. And that was his words. And that still sticks with me to this day. And it'll stick to me when I pass this message on to the next person who is struggling, who has addiction, who has recovery, who needs to be told, you can be helped if you listen. So that's what I got from my brother, who was so into the Rez Riders. You know, and the Black Berets, he told us a lot about it, but I've never got to hear anything till today. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear some more from after this. But that's what I got to share about our beautiful brother, Luica. He never gave up. He fought all the way to the end, and we all know that. Thank you.